connecting neighborhoods across the Treasure and Magic Valleys, telling stories from within our communities. This is Good Morning Idaho.
Hey everybody, it is 6 a.m. and Good Morning Idaho. Happy Monday, everyone. I'm senior reporter Roland Barris. Hope you had a great weekend. It was nice and hot, beautiful weather. We're going to check on our weather moving forward in just a minute. Also, we are coming to you from in studio this morning, and a lot to get to from our large team of neighborhood reporters like our Don Nelson, who sits down with some production crew members from a new Kohberger documentary that they say unveils key remaining questions in the wake of Brian Kohberger's guilty plea. Plus, coming up in our next half hour, a story new this morning, our Brady Caskey over at Boise Airport, where flyers, if you happen to be traveling today or anywhere in the future, can now go through TSA without taking their shoes off. Reactions to that and more. What do we all think? Yay! Finally, right?
Well, yeah, especially because some people wear flip-flops, and I'm like, put those dogs away, especially while you're going through the airport. I could never. I'm glad everyone has to wear their shoes now. Either way, this morning, if you're heading out, you will want to wear the short sleeves, shorts. It's a cool start to our morning, and it's going to be a hot afternoon ahead. You've got those mid-60s along your valley floor, 74 waking up into Ontario, 53 in Stanley, 60 over in Ketchum. So get ready for the rest of the day. We do warm up pretty quickly. By 10 a.m. we're sitting in those lower 80s, and then into lunchtime lower 90s. So gonna be hot. So if you're thinking about some patio weather for lunch, gonna be one of those days where you are gonna want to be under an umbrella and get some shade. So get ready for the afternoon ahead. We will sit in those triple digits again. So even by noon, you have about 15 minutes to burn from just being outside. Into 2 and 4 o'clock, that goes to 10 minutes. So if you work outside, make sure you're taking shade breaks and drinking plenty of water. I feel like we have to constantly remind people, even though we may sound like a broken record, because it's just getting so hot, Roland.
Yeah, no question about it. Got to stay safe. Sophia, thank you very much. Turning now to the sudden and unexplained drive-through collapse at a bank in West Boise. This is what we know. Over the weekend, a sudden and unexpected structure collapse of the drive-thru at the Idaho Central Credit Union location off Ustick in Milwaukee. It happened around 1:30 Sunday afternoon, and crews with Boise Fire immediately secured the scene. According to officials, no one was injured, but it's currently unclear why the roof failed. Boise Fire is investigating the incident.
There are sort of thriller aspects to it, but, we always want to be telling this through the lens of the people closest to the victims.
For Matthew Galkin, it all started when he contacted Jim and Stacy Chapin, the parents of Ethan Chapin, one of the 4 victims murdered in an off-campus house at the University of Idaho in 2022. Galkin laid out his vision to the Chapins for the series.
You're going to learn new things about, how that morning unfolded, why the 911 call sounded like it did, what was actually going on inside that house and right outside of that house when that 911 call was placed, and the sort of order of events then after the murders and, what transpired that afternoon and beyond. All of that is going to be 100% new information and fresh for the general public.
Did you find yourself playing detective?
Always. We have the staff that created this, we don't work in a vacuum. We had, at least 40 or 50 people working on this case and on this series. You talk about it constantly.
Life is about good and evil. What did you learn about evil?
It's a great question. I'd rather talk about what I learned about good. So the thing that most floored me in making this was how strong and eloquent our families and friends were in going through this and being able to communicate their grief and their healing process.
That docuseries should shed some light on what happened during that terrible night in Moscow, but there are some things we may never know. Kohberger's decision to take a plea deal means some aspects of the case, like what happened to the murder weapon, will remain a mystery. From the start, the judges involved have strictly enforced a gag order as well, preventing key players from talking and sealing court documents. Now that it's clear Kohberger won't see a trial, media members are working to unseal those documents. We'll see how the judge rules. Either way, it won't happen until after Kohberger's sentencing hearing next week. Idaho News 6 will have complete coverage of the sentencing of Brian Kohberger. Join us Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. We'll be streaming the hearing live in its entirety on idahonews6.com and the Idaho News 6 app. You can track the very latest developments as they happen on our website. And join us for our evening newscast for additional depth, context, and reaction. An update on Sunday evening's Amber Alert for 12-year-old Tatiana Fuentes. She was declared missing around 5 o'clock last night and was believed to be in imminent danger. Just hours later at 8:40, Idaho State Police say Fuentes was safely located in Colorado.
An organization in Caldwell is on a mission to help veterans find the support they need by connecting them with trained service dogs and educating the community about their vital role. I'm our neighborhood reporter Leslie Solis speaking with Guardian Paw Service Dogs, where service dogs are saving veterans' lives one paw at a time.
In the nine and a half years, we've not had a single suicide.
Guardian Paw Service Dogs makes it their mission to help veterans find animal companions. In nearly 10 years, the nonprofit has served more than 50 veterans and achieved something remarkable when they helped change state law to recognize service dogs at Idaho businesses.
The definition of a service dog is a dog that's been trained to perform a specific physical task for its handler. So when people get the difference confused between, say, an emotional support animal versus a service dog, it is one of those things that our dogs have been trained to do a physical task for us.
Veterans say their four-legged guardians have transformed their lives.
It has been one of the most amazing things of my life.
I'm able to go into places that have crowds, places that I never went to before by myself, because I know that he'll sense something in me before I even know I'm experiencing it.
I would not be here without them.
Finding the right match between veteran and dog is crucial. Veterans can use their own pets if it's the right fit, or the nonprofit matches them with a companion dog.
And she says, I know the perfect doggo for you.
For Jessica Hanna, her dog Parker was waiting for her and now serves a life-saving purpose.
She gives me a purpose. She gives me a reason to get up in the morning. When my blood sugar starts tanking, she starts alerting on me, and she is very insistent.
Guardian Paws is now expanding their mission to include first responders. They've created a safe space where these heroes can decompress when needed.
Being able to have a space where they can just go sit back, relax, go talk to somebody, go just want to play a game, whatever. It gives them a space to be able to do that and to feel safe.
If you want to support the nonprofit, they will be having their annual The Dog Days of the Summer Show and Shine in the coming months. I'm your Caldwell neighborhood reporter Leslie Solis for Idaho News 6.
Folks have been recreating in the desert on the north side of the Snake River Canyon for a long time. I'm your Jerome neighborhood reporter Lori in Nettleton, and in recent years, Jerome County has begun developing this desert area into a county park with features like RV camping, designated shooting areas, and trails for horseback riding, four-wheeling, and walking. The next item on their wish list? An overlook of Shoshone Falls from the north side of the canyon, all of their very own.
Yes, I've been here 60 years.
For longtime residents like Mike, this rocky, sandy stretch of sagebrush desert between the Snake River Canyon and I-84 has always been a place to disappear into, to explore. Now, as part of Jerome County's Snake River Canyons Park, recreational options are being added. Next on the list is an overlook of Shoshone Falls from the north.
This is the first time I've heard about it, and I think that's a really good idea because people want to see the canyon, they want to see the falls, and they obviously want to see the Evil Knievel jump site too. And I think that's a very good idea.
So we're doing okay. We'll develop it a little bit at a time.
Bill Bridges is chair of the park board. He told me how, little by little, recreational amenities are adding up.
With 7,000 acres, I got lots of room to do lots of different things.
The RV campground opened 2 years ago.
We got 13 sites. We're averaging 18 people a day.
The vision of building a new overlook from the north side is ready to roll. It's just a tad short on funding. Larry Hall joined Bridges in laying out a fundraising campaign at a luncheon this week.
It will come off the Shoshone Falls Road up there, come over the embankment, whatever, and then come to a large parking area.
If the board can raise $450,000 to complete the overlook, it could be in place by Christmas.
This is not like the other side.
The Shoshone Falls Overlook in Twin Falls sees about 300,000 visitors each year.
So it's a little bit too hard to compete with that, and we don't want to.
I'm your Jerome neighborhood reporter Lori in Nettleton, Idaho, News 6.
After the break, the latest on President Trump's weekend tariff threats, which American businesses are already reacting to. 12 minutes past the hour on this Monday morning. Let's take a look at your national headlines this morning. President Donald Trump says he might make a major announcement about Russia today. We'll keep an eye on it for you. He's hosting the NATO Secretary General, and analysts say Trump might be warming to that alliance as he cools toward Russian President Vladimir Putin. Trump says he's reached a deal to send weapons to Ukraine via NATO. Meanwhile, a bipartisan group of lawmakers is pushing a related bill. It lets Trump levy a 500% tariff on imports from countries that buy Russian uranium, gas, and oil. Trump's latest rhetoric comes about 5 months after his tense Oval Office meeting with the Ukrainian president. Meanwhile, the president is voicing his support for his Attorney General Pam Bondi despite calls to fire her. Bondi has come under fire for her handling of the Jeffrey Epstein investigation. Many of the president's supporters have demanded Bondi release any documents related to the case. In 2019, Epstein was facing federal charges of sex trafficking in New York when he was found dead in his jail cell. Rumors have swirled for years that Epstein had a client list full of well-known celebrities and politicians. Bondi and FBI Director Kash Patel now changing their tune, saying there never was a client list. The president took to social media this weekend to praise Bondi, and privately he has urged his supporters to back down. And in Texas, emergency crews temporarily suspended their search for victims of catastrophic flooding. The halt comes with new warnings that additional rain would again cause waterways to surge. The search and recovery efforts were paused most of Sunday, but resumed later in western Kerr County. Search and rescue teams have been looking for missing victims of the July 4th weekend flooding that killed at least 132 people and left more than 170 missing. Turning now to tariffs, and President Trump threatening a new 30% tariff on imports from Mexico and the EU after trade talks stalled, apparently. American businesses say they're going to have no other choice but to increase prices for you if the tariffs go through. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio reports.
Trade ministers are expected to meet after President Trump announced 30% tariffs on both the EU and Mexico. Mexico blasting the move as unfair. The European Union now warning of countermeasures if those tariffs kick in on August 1st. This morning, many small businesses left in limbo.
We're stressed out. We don't know, are we going to have to take loans out to make sure that we have the dollars that we need to fill our stores? If we can't fill our stores, we can't make sales, which means we can't stay open.
Just last week, President Trump targeted Canada again, threatening to impose a fresh round of 35% tariffs on Canadian goods, also starting August 1st. And starting today, a looming tariff on Mexican tomatoes means tomato prices could jump 10% after next week. President Trump has vowed to make 90 deals in 90 days, but instead he's sending official letters to countries threatening additional tariffs. ABC's John Carl pressed top White House economic advisor Kevin Hassett on whether these tariffs are legitimate or a negotiating tactic.
Well, these tariffs are real if the president doesn't get a deal that he thinks is good enough. But, conversations are ongoing, and we'll see where the dust settles.
However, for business owners who rely on goods from China or European vendors, they warn the cost could climb.
Foreign countries do not pay for the cost of tariffs. I pay for it. You pay for it. My customers are going to pay for it.
This isn't the first time President Trump and the European Union tangled over tariffs. The president hit the EU with 25% tariffs in 2019, impacting French wine, Italian cheeses, and single malt Scotch whiskey. These new tariffs may raise prices on everything from clothing and machinery to alcohol and pharmaceutical products. And many business owners say they have no choice but to pass it on to consumers. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
Sophia Cruz with the Idaho News 6 forecast.
Good Monday morning, everyone. I hope you had a restful weekend and a good night's rest. It's Monday, which means we're all getting back into that workflow. And just heads up, it is going to be a hot afternoon ahead. So if you work outside, short sleeves, water, and really just anything you can do to help give you some relief into the afternoon. You'll notice that temperatures are already on the climb. We got 15 in Baker City, 3 in Boise, 8 in Mountain Home. Others slowly making their way there, but by this afternoon, it's going to be scorching for us. So do prepare for the heat. Across our valley floors, we are getting well into those triple digits from 103 into Glenns Ferry, stretching all the way to 104 in Ontario. Now, this is going to be the hottest spot on the map. So Ontario, heads up to you again. It is going to be a very, very hot afternoon ahead. In our mountains, it's not going to be as hot, but you guys will see a little bit of a warm up. You've got mid to upper 80s stretching into Ketchum, lower 90s to mid 90s over in Idaho City. One thing you will notice this afternoon is we will look at some gustier conditions follow us. We see wind speed sitting just about 20 miles per hour, and this goes all the way into our Tuesday evening. A little bit of a calmer weather starts to settle in by Wednesday morning. Now, because of low relative humidity values and gusty winds, we do have that fire weather watch in place in the Magic Valley, so be on the lookout for any smoke plumes and avoid outdoor burning today especially. So this goes all the way from Mountain Home, extending all the way over into Palm Island to our friends down in Magic. This is for this afternoon. If you're in really anywhere in this orange, that heat advisory is in place again today, where we could see temperatures up to 104. So it's going to be a very hot afternoon ahead. On top of that, we are looking at some chances for isolated storms to form. This goes all the way from eastern Oregon, stretching down into the Magic Valley and into or I should say eastern Idaho, stretching all the way into eastern Oregon. But notice that the Treasure Valley and really as you head over into the northern portion of Oregon, we're not in this. So just taking a look at what's expected, there will be chances of isolated storms closer to our bordering states, so near Nevada and Utah, but it's very limited moisture that we're looking at. So again, with this and the gusty winds, as well as that low relative humidity, which means that hot, dry air at the surface, that could elevate our wildfire risk into this afternoon. So that fire weather watch could turn into a red flag warning. So just a heads up there. But otherwise, pretty quiet a couple days besides the heat. We look at this low pressure system dive down from Canada. As this does, this will bring temperatures down slightly and provide us with a little bit of relief, but it also bring on that chance for some showers that we'll see, it looks like, into our late Wednesday. Now, by tomorrow, temperatures will already start to look at a little bit of relief. You get lower 90s along your valley floors, but 98 into Glenns Ferry, mid 80s coming to your mountains to upper 80s, so not too bad there. But either way, just prepare for a hot afternoon ahead, whether that means just drinking tons of water, taking those shade breaks, and just wearing lighter colored clothing. You get lower 90s into Wednesday, but the heat starts to rebuild into the weekend. So again, just a hot week overall.
We show you how popular floating the Boise River is on the weekends. We show you how popular floating the Boise River is on the weekends. I'm your Idaho Backroads neighborhood reporter, Steve Denton. I've got the details on what the float looks like right now and how people are enjoying this summer tradition in Boise.
It's honestly the best thing to do in the Treasure Valley.
We start at Barber Park around noon on a Saturday, where friends and family put on the sunscreen and prepare their vessel of choice for a 6-mile float through the heart of Boise.
Excited, really excited.
Yeah. The Shoemaker family takes advantage of the amenities provided by Ada County Parks and Waterways to park, rent rafts and tubes,
Very cool.
and they will catch a shuttle ride back up when they finish. As this family floats the Boise River to cap off their family reunion.
It's a lot of fun. It's nice for all of us to get together and see each other. We don't get to do that a lot.
I floated the river the day before the official start of the season. It went fast.
It is the world's most Chief falls in.
And we had an unfortunate drowning the first week as the Boise River flowed at 1,200 cubic feet per second. It has since dropped to 750, making it much safer. Plus, you could see where the fire department cut branches, but it's still a wild river that actually does take a little bit of paddling.
Sometimes you'll see a lot of branches, so you want to be aware for those, and the rapids, those can get pretty good, but it's a pretty safe ride, really safe.
People can make it much safer by wearing life jackets, not tying tubes together, and refraining from alcohol. But as you can see, a lot of people enjoy floating the river on a hot Saturday in July, as I went down to Ann Morrison Park at around 5 p.m.
Absolutely, 100%. This is a lifetime experience. It's fantastic. Boise is the place to be, man. It's fantastic.
Float the Boise has much more information to help you plan your float on their website. I'll include a link in this story at idahonews6.com. I'm your Idaho Backroads neighborhood reporter Steve Dent for Idaho News 6.
At the Boise airport, stepping through security just got a little easier.
Now we'll look outside from the Treasure Valley Chevy Dealers Tower Cam.
Connecting neighborhoods across the Treasure and Magic Valleys, telling stories from within our communities. This is Good Morning Idaho.
And Good Morning Idaho, I'm senior reporter Roland Barris. Still lots ahead from our large team of neighborhood reporters like our Don Nelson, who spoke with the man mistakenly thought to be Travis Decker, if you can imagine that. Don got his perspective on the news tip that made waves across the region. Turned out to be, of course, false. Plus, after that, our Steve Dent takes us to Capital City Market, which after a back and forth is now back at its original location at the Grove Plaza. It's a nice spot to have it, but first let's get the latest on our weather with Sophia Cruz. Get ready for a scorcher, everybody, to start off the week. It's going to be hot, hot, hot.
Yeah, hot, hot, hot. How many times can we say it throughout the morning show? That is going to be the big weather story this week, is all about the heat. But also we'll heads up because we have looked at 2 active wildfires that are going to contribute to a bit of light smoke this morning. So we have the Big Bear fire up north and then also the Coyote fire. Now, they're not as aggressive as what we saw as last summer, but you'll notice that light smoke builds in across those east and west central mountains. It continues to move over into eastern Idaho. And then by the evening ahead, fires going on down to the south of us and in our neighboring states are going to aid in really building that smoke plume up from eastern Oregon all the way up into our Magic Valley. So just a heads up there. It is some lighter smoke and we haven't seen as many aggressive wildfires as last season, but there are still a couple out there. Now for our morning, it is going to be a little bit of a warmer start for us, although it does feel really nice and cool for your morning. You've got lower 70s into 8 a.m. By the time you get ready for lunch, lower 90s. So lots of sunshine throughout the day, but we are expecting triple digits again, and we do have that fire weather watch still in place across the Magic Valley. So we could see a bit of smoke plumes across the area today, and if you are doing anything with outdoor burning, do not do it today because it's just so hot and dry rolling. We have some gusty winds, which could just not make for a good picture.
Yeah, no question about that. And you can smell some smoke out there in the valley this morning. Thanks, Sophia. Appreciate it. Now to a story new this morning. Our Brady Caskey checking out the Boise airport, where a new policy is now in place, allowing travelers to pass through security without taking their shoes off. Sandal lovers rejoice. Check it out.
Good morning, Idaho. Traveling through the Boise airport and airports nationwide just got easier as TSA updated their policies for screenings last week. I'm your Boise airport neighborhood reporter Brady Caskey, talking to travelers who now get to keep their shoes on through security.
There's times I've run onto flights with shoes in hand.
Chris lives in Melba and is on his way to Orange County from the Boise airport.
I work in construction, so typically the shoes I wear on flight are my steel-toe boots.
Usually he has to spend extra time taking off his big work boots.
It takes up a lot of space in my bag and it's a hassle to take off.
But not today. As of last week, Chris and his steel-toed boots can now walk through TSA's security checkpoint without having to hold up the line.
The lines at times with taking shoes off and all the extra precautions that I understand, but at the same time get a little overboard.
He was one of many travelers that I told about the new policy on Sunday.
I am so excited. I'm beyond excited. It's fabulous.
Including Gloria, who is headed home to Tennessee and was never a fan of having to slip her shoes off in the process.
Grosses you out to walk on the floor, but yeah, I'm excited to keep my shoes on.
The ritual of de-shoeing through security has been in place across the country for nearly 20 years, and all passengers 12 to 75 were required to have their footwear scanned along with their carry-ons. What's up, guys? Are you excited to keep your shoes on? Oh, pre-check, of course. Up until now, the only way to get around it was by enrolling in TSA PreCheck, which costs around $80 for 5 years. But now all passengers can keep their shoes on, though TSA agents can still ask to see them for additional screening.
It's great. I think it'll help a lot.
Reporting at the Boise airport, I'm Brady Caskey for Idaho News 6.
Over the weekend, a sudden and unexpected structure collapse of the drive-thru at the Idaho Central Credit Union location off Ustick in Milwaukee. It happened around 1:30 Sunday afternoon, and crews with Boise Fire immediately secured the scene. According to officials, no one was injured, but it's currently unclear why the roof failed. Boise Fire is investigating the incident.
The only thing worse than being mistaken for somebody else is being mistaken for somebody else who's wanted by the law. That's exactly what happened to a Garden City man who authorities thought may be homicide suspect Travis Decker. If I can hold this up, can I beg I'm going to hold this up next to you. Now that right there is Travis Decker, a suspect in the murder of his 3 daughters over in Central Washington. There was 2 sightings of somebody who looked like him up in the Sawtooth National Forest, 2 separate parties, 2 separate days, same description. Turns out that was you. Yep. Nick called authorities, who in return called him back and asked if they could talk to him at work on Wednesday.
And we took up the conference room and they friendly interrogated me for about half an hour. And it described me like the hair, the beard, the hat, the glasses, my earrings, tattoos, my shirt, the location, the time. I was like, oh my God, they think I was that guy.
Nick wants to make it clear the people who called the tip line did the right thing.
This has been a little bit tumultuous for me and people around me and disruptive at work. But I would encourage people to do that.
Fair warning, Nick plans to head back up to the hills this weekend, but he will be with his father the whole time. Reporting from Boise, I'm senior reporter Don Nelson, Idaho News 6.
A heads up for boaters and anglers in Elmore County. Part of CJ Strike Reservoir, known as the Narrows, will be closed for the rest of the month. Idaho Power is working to upgrade the docks there. The utility says the new floating docks are better suited to changing water levels and wind than the current stationary piers. They'll also be upgrading the docks at Love Ridge Bridge and Cottonwood Campground later this year.
The Capital City Market has returned to the Grove Plaza. I'm your neighborhood reporter, Steve Denton. I talked with the organizer, vendors, and the public as everybody has a consensus that they're thrilled to have this market back in the heart of downtown Boise. The Capital City Market began in 1994. It has moved around a lot, but this Saturday it returned to the Grove Plaza, where vendors showcase their unique Idaho products. But what can I say? I'm a sucker for the food, and you get a lot of variety at this market.
Yeah, we had happy hands.
Amina's African Sambusa features food from Kenya.
They're deep-fried pastry with ingredients, egg, beef, cilantro, spices, onions, potatoes, and carrots. And one thing that we have at the restaurant that people go crazy for is the fufus.
Chibongo Maniguera's mother started selling this food at the market, but Chibongo used his business skills to turn it into a restaurant on Overland near Cole Road.
My mother wanted to bring some culture to Idaho, so she decided to do just the markets. And I was in school that time. I'm an accounting and finance major, and I decided to why not turn this into a business, a brick and mortar.
The Capital City Market has 150 rotating vendors, each one with their own story. But earlier this year, the market moved to the corner of 11th and Myrtle near the Jump in a dirt lot with hardly any shade.
You know, we had hopes of just growing as a market and having food trucks and all that stuff, and it just did not go over well. The dirt lot wasn't great for our vendors and for the community, so we really missed our old spot, and we're so happy that the city and ACHD and the community and the Grove wanted us back and welcomed us back.
Now the Capital City Market funnels out onto 8th Street, bringing a lot more foot traffic to the businesses, and the customers like it too.
This is so much better. The shade, even being able to go get a drink, like right here, so much better.
Amina's African Sumbasa is happy to be back in the Grove. Maniguera told me the previous location gave off flea market vibes compared to the community vibe found in the Grove Plaza at the longest running market in Boise.
For our reputation, I think it's better that we are in the Grove rather than anywhere else. And then we get to bring more local businesses to everywhere else out here. I just want to say on behalf of like the market, we love everybody that's like supporting us. Thank you guys very much for supporting the local businesses.
The Capital City Market runs every Saturday from 9:30 to 1:30 all the way until December 20th. I'm your neighborhood reporter Steve Dent for Idaho News 6.
Overnight, major changes to westbound I-84 in Caldwell. Westbound lanes will split just after the 10th Avenue interchange with a barrier preventing lane changes. They'll merge back together past the Centennial Way interchange. Crews closed the westbound off-ramp at Centennial Way last night from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. The 10th Avenue westbound on-ramp will reopen in early August when they plan to move into a new phase of construction. The speed limit within the construction zone is 55 miles per hour, and drivers are urged to stay aware of crews near the road. In Nampa, drivers should expect overnight closures on I-84 at the Karcher interchange overnight. Eastbound lanes were closed from 10 to 5, and westbound lanes will close tonight. Crews are working to add a third westbound lane to Karcher Road to accommodate growing traffic. And it's 6:38. Let's take a look at what's happening today in your neighborhood, everybody. From 4 to 9 this evening, it is the Monday night market at Story Park. Local vendors, food trucks, live music, plus face painting and balloon animals for the kids. Free parking at both Story Park and the Speedway. You can grab your friends, family, and even pets as you help support local businesses. Meanwhile, the Downtown Boise Association putting on the Downtown Plays pop-up. It's a free yard game pop-up for all ages. Attractions ranging from electric cargo bike to traditional yard games like cornhole and giant Jenga. That's from 10 to 1 today, and a story time with rediscovered books at 10:30 this morning. And over at Payette Brewing, they're hoping to raise awareness and money for affordable housing while you raise a glass from 6 to 10 tonight. Half of all draft beer sales will be donated to NeighborWorks Boise. The nonprofit helps low to moderate income Idahoans obtain, retain, and maintain their home through their multitude of programs and services. They're also the organizers behind last month's Paint the Town and the upcoming Rake Up Boise in November.
I'm your Canadian County neighborhood reporter Victoria Rodriguez at the Boys and Girls Club in Nampa, unveiling how CVH Homes is not only bringing homes but also educational opportunities to the community. I'm your Canadian County neighborhood reporter Victoria Rodriguez at the Boys and Girls Club in Nampa, unveiling their heart and artists, as well as some opportunities to learn some construction skills. On Friday, kids at the Boys and Girls Club got a chance to showcase their artwork, demonstrating their own creations inspired by the sculpture. CVH Homes brought activities to introduce young ones to the trades.
I love the heart so much. The person who made it did an extremely good job. I love the detail and I love the flowers.
With the support of CVH Homes, Friday's event isn't just about unveiling a sculpture. It's about building skills and creativity.
I'm painting a birdhouse that I made.
Luke Deneve is the talented artist who brought his Hawaiian heritage into his design, near and dear to his heart, working hand in hand.
That's kind of what the design is based off of, and they're all different colors, and the flowers also represent unity and growth and stuff, so that's where the design came about and how it ties in.
And at the heart of this initiative is a unique art piece crafted specifically for this community space. The next heart art sculpture will be unveiled at the Shields in Meridian next week. From the Boys and Girls Club in Nampa, I'm your Canadian County neighborhood reporter Victoria Rodriguez for Idaho News 6.
The Idaho Challenged Athletes Foundation hosts its Water Weekend.
Hey Twin Falls, lots of sunshine and lower 90s this afternoon. I'll have all the updates you need to know about the fire weather watch in place for this area coming up.
The Idaho Challenged Athletes Foundation hosts its Water Weekend. I'm your Idaho Backroads neighborhood reporter Steve Dent. We're going to go out on a boat here at Lucky Peak Reservoir for some wake surfing with adaptive athletes. In the wake surfing clinic, adaptive athletes worked with experienced coaches to learn the sport and glide out on the water.
Wake surfing has been a lot of fun. This is my first time doing wake surfing.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah! I've been able to learn from some of the best.
Puts your chest over your right knee and a little forward.
In the morning session, Allie Monk attempted a solo ride, and she was able to get up all by herself.
Oh, I was so ecstatic. That one had the best feeling in the whole world.
While I was on the boat, Brooke had a great session where she cruised through Lucky Peak behind a special boat designed for wake surfing, because while this sport is similar to wakeboarding, the boat creates a wake close to the boat that people can surf, and it doesn't really hurt when you crash, so riders could do it as many times as they wanted until they got tired. Volunteers help out with this clinic, including Idaho Water Sports, who provides the boats and the drivers.
I'd say a huge thanks to all the volunteers who volunteer the time in boats and coaching as well, because it wouldn't be possible without them.
The Water Sports Weekend is just another example how the Idaho Challenge Athletes Foundation provides opportunities for people no matter their disability. And during lunch, Allie told me she couldn't wait to get back out there for another session.
Oh yes, I'm looking so forward to going back out. I'm hoping to maybe do another solo stunt.
Other activities this weekend include fly fishing on the Boise River, rafting on the Main Payette, and paddleboarding and swimming at Quinn's Pond. I'm your Idaho Backroads neighborhood reporter Steve Dent for Idaho News 6.
Sophia Cruz with the Idaho News 6 forecast.
Didn't that look like fun? I mean, especially this time of year with the weather we've got. Boy, the perfect thing to do to hit Lucky Peak.
Yeah, it looks like so much fun. So paddleboarding, really any body of water feels really nice, especially if you are just out there in the afternoons and it's getting hot. That cold water will really help cool you off. Now, just a heads up, we do have a fire weather watch in place for our Magic Valley for this afternoon and evening. So where you see all of this light tan color, that's for today. Now, also on top of that, we have a heat advisory from Melba to Murphy all the way up to Weiser, where temperatures could exceed 104. So we could look at some critical fire conditions within the next 12 hours. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do eventually see a red flag warning. However, for this afternoon, the big story is heat. So triple digits across our valley floors from 103 into Guns Ferry all the way up to Ontario, about 104 here. This is going to be the hottest spot on our map. And if you're in our mountains, you get upper 80s. Host city. So again, it is going to be a hot afternoon ahead. On top of that, breezy, and because we are so hot and dry and breezy, that's why you have that fire weather watch over and in place across the Magic Valley. But you'll notice our wind gusts really hover between about 15 miles per hour over to near 30 as we get ready for our Tuesday evening. So these breezy conditions are going to follow us into our next couple days. So just a heads up there, especially if you're maybe out in the afternoons. The breeze may keep you a little bit cool at times, but it is overall going to be hot. Now, we are also looking at that slight chance for some thunderstorms across eastern Idaho, all the way down in the Magic Valley and extending into eastern Oregon. We aren't in that same risk for us in the Treasure Valley, but again, a lot of what we're going to look at for this afternoon is not going to be really any widespread event. It's going to be isolated thunderstorms with very little rain and gusty winds instead. So taking a look at the rest of the day, this goes by 3 o'clock. You can see a few light isolated showers bubbling up, but it's not very extensive or heavy, and it's quite fleeting through the area. By the time we head into Tuesday afternoon, we will look at some changes to come with our temperatures, especially into Wednesday. It'll get a little bit cooler out there, but it's not going to be super cool again. We'll be having with those lower 90s rather, but you have this low move in from Canada. As it does, it increases our clouds, but also brings in that cooler weather, and then by the weekend we kind of just see it rebuild. So tomorrow we aren't sitting in the triple digits, which is really nice because it's going to really feel hot this afternoon, but it will still overall be hot. Yeah, and you've got lower 90s into Ontario tomorrow, so big difference already. 82 into Baker City, 80 in McCall, mid 80s following you into those mountains. By the time we get ready for the weekend, the heat does rebuild, so do prepare for still a hot week overall. Lower 90s into Wednesday, upper 90s by Saturday, and really stretching us into our weekend, mid 90s into Sunday. So hot weather. Again, hydrate, sunscreen, make sure you're taking shade breaks as you continue into your afternoon. Now it is Monday morning, so let's get you ready for your roads.
The The Idaho News 6 traffic report is brought to you by Champion Windows.
6:51 is your time, and we're giving you a live look of downtown. This is our Grove camera where the sun is shining, and if you're getting ready to head out here, it's overall pretty quiet morning for us. I-84 at Kuna Marie, and here's a look at it. It's starting to build up a bit in that eastbound lane, so just a heads up there, but overall we look pretty quiet this morning. Sleepyheads out there. It's only 6:51, so again, if you are heading out pretty early, you'll get some nice times right now. You've got I-84 as you make your way eastbound, looks pretty good and smooth if you're traveling into downtown. The rest of the area right now, we do look at a little bit of buildup on Karcher Road, but again, it's overall pretty quiet.
In this morning's GMA First Look, best-selling author James Patterson on the Idaho College murders.
For people who have followed this story, we wanted to give them closure.
Patterson teaming up with investigative reporter Vicki Ward to co-write the new book, The Idaho 4, An American Tragedy. Speaking with people with ties to the case, including family and friends who believe Maddie was the target.
When you share this thought of how and where did he find these girls, was there a bit of a consensus among the friends?
There was consensus that it was Maddie that Koberger was going for, and the victims' families, I think, would all agree with that.
And coming up at 7 a.m., what new revelations James Patterson and Vicki Ward unveil in the Idaho College murders case. With your GMA First Look, I'm Kana Whitworth, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. It is 5 minutes before the hour on Good Morning Idaho. We're just wrapping things up here on a Monday morning. In case you missed it, these are the top stories we're following from our neighborhood reporters. A news tip last week sparked a massive search effort here in Idaho for the wanted triple murder suspect Travis Decker, but that tip was later found to be false and search efforts were called off. In fact, we sat down with the man mistakenly thought to be Decker. Over the weekend, a sudden and unexpected structure collapse at the drive-thru at the Idaho Central Credit Union location off Ustick in Milwaukee. According to officials, no one was injured, but it's currently unclear why that roof all of a sudden failed. And traveling through the Boise airport just got easier as TSA updated their screening policies last week. All passengers can now keep their shoes on when going through security checkpoints. You can learn more about all of these stories on our website, idahonews6.com.
Now, the Out the Door forecast, brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors.
Hey, 6:56 is your time, and it's a nice, cool start to your day. Temperature sitting in those upper 70s by 9 a.m., but it warms up quite quickly. We'll see triple digits into this afternoon, so do prepare for the heat. Wear sunscreen, hydrate, and make sure you're taking shade breaks if you're spending time outdoors. We're going to go ahead now and get you a look at your Monday morning commute.
The Idaho News 6 traffic report is brought to you by Champion Windows.
6:56 is your time still, and it looks really nice outside. And if you're making your way into downtown and getting that earlier start to your day, it's going to be pretty quiet for you. You won't really run into much trouble, but it is getting a little bit congested on I-84 eastbound. Again, another area of slow we are looking at is on Karcher Road as you make your way westbound, so just another heads up there. But overall, been pretty quiet. We did look at a little bit of stop and go on Star Road as you headed northbound. Now looking really nice and quiet. Remember, heat is building into this afternoon, so do prepare for triple-digit heat as you make your way between 3 and 5 o'clock. It's going to be a hot one for us today, Roland, especially if you're maybe working outside or you do any skateboarding activities. I got to go this past weekend.
If any of you thought that maybe a dislocated elbow during the ski season would slow Sophia down, think again.
I know. I'm always vlogging, and so it's quite some time, so might as well.
Well, let's see.
It wasn't too bad, but I was really scared. It's more so now this fear of just falling. After you hear your bone crack in a certain way, you will just never forget what that sounds like. So I think it's more just being very cautious every time I go.
Absolutely. But you know what the great thing is? First of all, you're out there, which is awesome. And second of all, you're wearing a helmet.
Yes, I was wearing a helmet and one elbow pad over my broken elbow, but now it's okay. So that's the good news. And I'm just happy that I can get back on the board and do anything.
And you just started this?
Yeah, I started it a little bit after the snowboarding season ended, but I just picked it up right back away. So it's pretty good.
You miss snowboarding so much. You have to be on a board in some way or another. Surfing is next.
Yeah, you have to, and it gets you better at snowboarding. So.
Hey, thanks, Sophia. I think surfing is the way to go. Get out in the water today if you can, everyone. But whatever you do, just keep cool out there, and we will see you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.